time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. We're going to do a request. Now this request comes in from my reaction review of Blue Cheer doing Summertime Blues. The requester goes by the YouTube name of Paul Morris. And Paul writes this: yeah, their version of Satisfaction is unique, meaning Blue Cheer's version of Satisfaction, which they covered on their second album. And if you recall on Outside Inside, which is their second album, Outside Inside, the song that they do called The Hunter, I think had part of it used in a Led Zeppelin first album song, How Many More Times, 2 years later. Remember, they call me the Hunter, and that's my name. And yeah, I remember hearing, I love the first Led Zeppelin album. That to me is my favorite Led Zeppelin album. None come close to that album. It's such a great blues album, and they really did some wild stuff on that album. But the song How Many More Times has part of the song The Hunter in it. So I have to agree with Paul on that. Now, The Hunter is actually a song that was done by Albert King I believe it was 1967. If I can get my, by Albert King, and I believe it was 1967, and he was the first one to do that song. It was originally done by him, and it appeared on an album that was called Born Under a Bad Sign, and that album was like the key blues album of the 60s. Now, the song The Hunter was written by some very talented people. It was written by Booker T. Jones. I love Booker T. Jones. Great guy. C. Wells, Al Jackson Jr., Donald Dunn, and Steve Cropper. Now, Albert King did release it as a single, but it didn't chart. There was quite a number of people that have covered this song, including Blue Cheer, on their album Outside Inside. So I thought this would be a great request. I had the album Outside Inside in the 60s. I bought it when it came out, but I don't have a copy today. I thought I did, and I looked all over the place, and I can't find a copy of it, unfortunately. So I thought this would be kind of fun to hear this song, because I probably haven't heard it since the late 60s. So we're going to do this, see if Blue Cheer does it as bluesy as Albert King has done it. I don't know, because if you listen to Summertime Blues, they took that song to a whole new level. So here we go with Blue Cheer doing the song The Hunter from their album Outside Inside.
That's my name. A pretty woman like you are my only game. I bought me a love gun just the other day, and I aim it your way. Ain't no use to hide. No, there ain't no use to run, because I've got you in the sight of mine. My love gun, my love gun, my love gun, got that aim.
Okay, yeah, this is bluesy. It's a lot different than the Vincebus Eruptum album, their first album, which was just like almost like the first heavy metal album ever recorded. This is bluesy. It's got that slide guitar in there. Love the way they're singing the song. Heavy bass, heavy drum. just really kind of cool. The lyrics are what's phenomenal in this song, and I thought this was kind of interesting. I got to read you this when I was looking into this song, I came across this, and so there's a lot of people, like I said, that covered this song, but they said that Paul Stanley from Kiss said this. Paul Stanley explained that the idea for the 1977 Kiss song "Love Gun" came from King's song that we're listening to, "The Hunter." So they were talking about the love gun in the song here. That's where Kiss got the idea for their song. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and I just wanted to repeat that. So let's get back into the song. Really like what I'm hearing. This is really a cool version of this song. It's got that bluesy sound to it, but it still has that Blue Cheer kind of heavy metal sound as well. They've like taken the two and joined them together. Very cool. Let's keep on going.
My love gun, got that the first time I saw you, walking down the street, I said to myself, ooh, ain't you neat? I got my love gun loaded with a hugging and kissing. And when I pull the trigger, there ain't gonna be no missing. It ain't no use to hide, no, there ain't no use to run, because I've got you in the sight of my love gun. My love gun, my love gun, got that ass, big bell, ow!
Okay, instrumental break. I wasn't wondering what was happening with that guitar when it first started out, the guitar solo. It was like it was in a cave or something, and then if you're listening to it in stereo, they kind of like brought it out, and then they put it in your face. So the guitar solo was way back here somewhere, and they came out, and then they stuck it in your face, and then they played it through. That was pretty cool. I really like that. And it was kind of a, like, weird guitar solo too. It was like it wasn't very structured, yet you had that heavy rhythm guitar, that distorted rhythm guitar to give it that heavy metal sound, and then the heavy drumming and bass, which really heightened the sound of that electric guitar solo. And then they went into another piece, they stopped that, and they went another piece, and now it sounds like they're going back into the song. But kind of interesting how they brought that guitar solo in. It sounded like it was way in the distance, maybe in a cave, and then they brought it out, and bang, there it is. Pretty cool stuff. Let's keep on going.
Got my love gun cocked. I got a point out. They call me the hunter, and that's my name. I'm pretty, I'm feeling like
That was pretty wild. I like that. That was pretty wild. I haven't heard that in ages. Like I said, I had the album. I bought it in when it came out. I think it was like 1968, and then yeah, I played it for a little bit. Then I started getting into different type of music when I hit into the 70s, and I really don't believe I played it again. And I had mentioned in one of the comments that I had the vinyl album. But like I said, I just dug through every single one of my albums that I have, and I just finished this week, and I do not have a copy of it. So it was fun to hear this again. Great version of the song. I like how they interpret other people's songs because they have that blue cheer sound to them. They have that distorted rhythm guitar that gives it a little bit of a heavy metal sound. You get that heavy bass and drum, and then the guitarist who's playing the lead notes, it's always kind of like I don't know, haphazard sounding. Like it's like whatever comes to his mind, he starts playing. I mean, that's the way it sounds to me. And then when they get into the refrain, the love gun part, then they have that guitar that goes dee 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 dee, or however that goes. That's cool too because now that's part of the refrain. That's not just the vocals in the refrain, but the guitar is part of the refrain as well. Cool version of the song. Then they have their vocals too, and their vocal style is very similar because all the vocals on the Vincebus Eruptum album, which is their first album, are just like this song. So they have that vocal sound that sounds like there's they're in an echo chamber and there's several people singing, and I think that's kind of cool because that gives Blue Cheer they're really unique sound. I mean, they are a very unique sounding band. I don't know of anybody else that sounds like them. They're just very unique. They went through a lot of personnel changes too, because I believe there was a personnel change between the first and the second album already. There was a three-piece band, and then one of the people left. They brought a different person. I believe it was a different guitarist in for the second album, and by the third album they were again changing their personnel, so they constantly changed their personnel in this group, and they finally, I believe, broke up in 1971 and then got back together again. I think it was in the early 80s, and did some more work. So interesting song, interesting version of the Hunter. We may have to go back and listen to the Albert King version of the song, the original version of the song, to see how it does compare to Blue Cheer. But again, pieces of this song were also in the Led Zeppelin song, How Many More Times. And I think, when you write a blues song, you're always basing it off of other blues songs, and you're bringing elements of those blues songs into your blues songs. And that's pretty much what Led Zeppelin did with How Many More Times. But and that's a very excellent song. I mean, like I said, the first Led Zeppelin album is just like, wow, just wow. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed Blue Cheer doing a cover version of the Albert King song, The Hunter. If you did, hit that like button. That'd be really appreciated. If you have any comments about Blue Cheer, the song The Hunter, or maybe the album Outside Inside, put it in the comments below. That'd be appreciated. I'm going to take a link to this video and put in my description below. So, hey, if you want to hear the song again, see the video, click on that link. It'll open up and play, and you won't have me stopping it. I'm also going to put a link to the channel that uploaded this video in my description. So you might want to check out that channel. They may have some other really cool stuff out there as well. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, let's do it now. You got my video open. Just go below the video and hit that subscribe button, and you're in. That'd be so cool. I'd really, really appreciate it. It helped me out. And if you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest video. This is a wonderful recommendation. If you notice, a lot of my recommendations last week were from my early videos. I'm going through all of the comments in my videos now and pulling out songs that people want to hear. Because back then I didn't do a lot of requests. I did a lot of music that was from my life. That's what my show had started originally to be. Now I want to do more requests, so I'm going back and pulling those out. So I'm hoping you're enjoying this. I know I'm enjoying it because I'm listening to a lot of songs that I probably would have never listened to. So this was cool. Put a big smile on my face. I hope it put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.